Alrighty, so if you're thinking about joining American Income Life or AIL, then here are 5 questions that you need to ask before doing so. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in, starting with question number 1, which is what is your starting commission level? So whenever you're getting into insurance, particularly life insurance sales, your commission level is going to be extremely important, right? So basically, what that calculates is how much you get paid per policy you sell. So let's say you sell a policy for $1,000 in annual premium. Well, if your commission level is 80%, you're going to make $800. If your commission level is 70%, you're going to make $700, right? So it essentially tells you how much profit or how much commission you're going to make per deal. So the higher your commission level is, the more money you make per sale you make. Pretty simple, right? So it's a very, very big factor in determining how much you're going to make in the industry. If they start you at like 10% or 20%, it's going to be a lot harder to make 6 figures than if you're at 80% or 90% or 100%. So ask what commission level you're going to be starting out at, and then also ask how you get that raised. So you really need to know how you get the commission level raised, not just what it starts off at, but how you can increase it over time. Now, the next question, the second question you need to ask about is training. So how are you going to be trained, and who is your upline that's going to be training you, right? What is their experience? How much have they sold? Because ultimately, if somebody's never sold insurance and they're only in the industry for recruiting, they're not going to be able to give you as much insight when it comes to, hey, this is how to do this application, this is what you should say in this situation, this is the best way to overcome that objection, so on and so forth, right? So you want to find somebody that has a lot of reps under the bar, that has been doing this for a while and knows the ins and outs of the business so that they can pass that knowledge on to you. Now, the third thing that you need to know, this isn't necessarily a question, but it's really just something you need to consider and kind of ask yourself, is with AIL, American Income Life, Globe Life, they go by a million different names, you are going to be a captive agent, which means you can only sell Globe Life products, right? So let's say, for example, you talk to a client who maybe needs a product or they qualify for something better than what Globe Life could maybe offer, right? If you only sell AIL products, Globe Life, whatever, well, I'm just going to call it AIL for this video. If you only can sell AIL's products, then you might not be able to offer them the best thing that's available on the market for that person, and they could go and shop around and find somebody else, and you could end up losing that deal because you don't have the best products, right? Now, when you're captive, again, you only sell one product, so you're almost like Jake from State Farm, whereas a broker, they can shop the market for their clients to find them what the best deal is on the market, right? So they're not limited in the products that they can offer. So you want to figure out, hey, am I going to be comfortable and I'm going to be able to sell products when I know that there may be something better out there for that person? And if you decide to be a captive agent with someone like AIL, your client is not always going to get the best deal that they could. All right, so real quick, I need to interrupt the video because if you're a life insurance agent, chances are you're doing one of 3 things. You're either buying aged leads, you're buying leads from your IMO, or you're buying leads from a lead vendor. And chances are you are way overpaying for those leads. And not to mention, the leads never even pick up the phone. Well, if that sounds familiar, then give me the next 15 seconds and I'm going to show you something that's going to completely change everything. We just launched Insurance Agent Freedom School, which is an entire training platform and program that will show you how to fire your lead vendor and cut your lead costs to 1/10 of the prices that you're paying right now. This is a program that I used to sell for over $2,000, but right now you can get access for just 99 bucks a month and try for free for 7 days. Inside, you'll learn everything that you need to know to fire your lead vendor and cut your lead costs so you can start generating way more profits in your business. Not only that, but whenever you join, I'm also going to give you access to a dialing software that has allowed us to see answer rates as high as 20%. So if you make 100 dials, that means 20 people are answering. So I'm going to include a link down below this video to get access to a free trial. All you need to do is click the link down below and start your free trial to fire your lead vendor, generate more profits, boost your answer rates, and start making more money in your insurance business. I'll see you there. Now, back to the video. Alrighty, now the fourth thing that you need to ask about is where are you going to be able to get leads? So what is the lead program that AIL is going to offer? Now, in my experience, there's a couple main lead types that they use. They use union leads and they use child safety kit leads. So these are the ways that they'll go out and generate leads. So the union leads, they basically will partner and contact people that are in unions, and basically they get them on the appointment by telling them that they may qualify for different union benefits, right? And then you go through, you do a consultation, you explain the different union benefits that maybe they're missing out on or they don't know about, and that's kind of how you try to go about selling the life insurance. Whereas with the child safety kits, people will request a free child safety kit in the mail. You call them about that child safety kit, and then you ultimately will try to pivot and sell them to life insurance, right? And the idea is the person that would request a child safety kit is likely to have a kid, which means that they maybe would need life insurance, right? Now, the third lead type is basically calling existing Globe Life clients. So this is something that's pretty interesting. I don't know too many other agencies that do this, and it's something that's been a bit of a concern from different people I've talked to that have worked at AIL, is they will basically call current policyholders or people that just recently bought a policy and try to sell them more insurance, which from a business perspective, pretty smart, because they're just constantly selling more. But let's say I go and I buy a policy from you. Now they're going to sell my information to other agents to try to get me to buy more insurance. So there's not a ton of like exclusivity of clients or exclusivity of leads. There's a lot of recycling and sharing within agents of each other, right? So your client might go to me and my clients might go to you. Like the leads are all kind of like shared and recycled, which again, as an agent may not be the best thing because somebody else could call your client and be selling deals even though you worked hard to get that person. So in my opinion, I prefer to have exclusive leads and exclusive clients where other people don't have access to my data, because at the end of the day, one of the most valuable things that you can build is the book of business and the data and the relationship with your clients. And if AIL owns it and they can sell that data back and forth to other agents, you're not really building a valuable asset in the long term. Now, the next thing you want to ask about is recruiting, and are you going to be asked to recruit or can you just produce? And ultimately, this is something that you need to decide for yourself. Are you the type of person who wants to recruit and build a team, or do you just want to sell personally, or do you want to kind of do a blend of both? With AIL, it is very much so MLM and recruiting based. A lot of the production and the increase in commission is based around you recruiting and bringing more people into the industry. So if you're not comfortable doing that, and you don't want to sell to friends and family, and you don't want to recruit and build a team, you may want to look elsewhere, and potentially AIL would not be the best fit for you. So some of the biggest issues that agents have had that I've talked to that have worked at AIL is a lot of people will complain and they say that the leads are bait and switch, right? We talked about the people that, the union benefits and then you're trying to pivot, or the child safety kits and then you're trying to pivot. A lot of people don't really feel comfortable with that business model. So a lot of agents that have worked at AIL highlight that as one of the things that they dislike. And the other thing is the lower commission starting out. At AIL, you may get a lower commission than you could potentially get somewhere else. So hopefully this video gave you some clarity as to whether AIL may or may not be the best fit for you. If it is the best fit for you and you kind of feel more convinced and you feel more convicted in that, then great. If you maybe have some more questions that popped up or you have a little bit of doubt that maybe creeped in, what I did is I put together a video that will show you exactly how to sell life insurance from home step by step, and part of that process is picking an agency. So if you want some more info on how to maybe find an agency that does fit what you're looking for, I put together an entire free video course on YouTube that you can watch. Just click right here and check it out.